Good afternoon, students. Today we will learn about the volcanoes. Volcanoes, they are generated or volcanic eruption takes place due to the endogenic forces. Are you remembering about endogenic forces? Endogenic forces, they are the forces that generating or rising from the Earth's interior. Endogenic forces are of two types. One is diastrophic force and the other one is sudden forces. Diastrophic forces are very slow. They will be taking place through millions of years, like building of mountains, fall mountains or block mountains. Sudden forces, they are leads to the occurrence of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. So today we will learn about the volcanic eruption. What may be the reason for volcanic eruption? The first reason is high pressure that experiencing in the interior. So you know that the Earth's interior, it is experiencing high pressure and high temperature. When we go deeper and deeper, the pressure is increasing. So the hot molten magma within the interior, it tries to find out a way to release its pressure. That's why these forces or the magma coming outside. That is what we are now calling as volcanic eruption. And the other reason, that is the movement of tectonic plates. Tectonic plates, we know that Earth's crust is divided into a number of tectonic plates. These tectonic plates are always moving. Sometimes they are coming to each other, sometimes they are moving apart, sometimes slide past from one another. So these movements that leads to the friction between the boundaries of the tectonic plates, that also can lead to the formation of volcanoes. The magma chamber. The magma chamber, it is located in the mantle. That means the second layer of the Earth's interior. Here all the materials are in a molten state. They experience extreme pressure, and the rocks above this magma chamber, they experience the high temperature from the magma chamber. Rocks are not good conductors of heat energy. Because of that, they undergo a melting process. And even though when the tectonic plates, they are coming to each other, denser tectonic plates, they will be going below the low denser tectonic plates. That time, melting of the tectonic plates also taking place in the boundaries, plate boundaries. So the magma chamber, that hot molten state, that leads to the melting of the rock layers and tectonic plates also. So here these hot molten material, they have the tendency to come to the surface of the earth. They find out a path. The weaker zones are the path. So through the weaker zones of the earth's surface, the magma will come outside. Sometimes it will be like an explosion. Sometimes magma will be coming to the surface of the earth very slowly, silently, without eruption. So the first way, when magma coming outside through by very high explosive manner, that is known as volcanic eruption. That eruption leads to the formation of volcanic peaks. The other one, through the cracks, when the magma is coming out to the earth's surface, when it just spreads over the surface of the earth slowly, it is named as a fissure eruption. These eruptions, they are varying related with the materials that are coming from the earth's interior. If there is more amount of gaseous substances, that will lead to the explosive eruptions. If the amount of gaseous substances are less, that leads to the fissure eruption. Then what is a volcano? It is an opening or a vent in the earth's crust through which hot molten magma enters into the surface of the earth or erupts from the interior of the earth. This diagram shows the structure of a volcano. So here this is the magma chamber. In this magma chamber there is water vapor, silicate materials, gaseous materials, etc. found. Because of that, they always try to move upward direction. The pressure that will be always pulling in an upward direction, and they find a vent. Vent means it is the weaker zones of the earth's crust. So once they find the vent, they will always try to come to that region itself. That is why some regions always experiencing continuous volcanic eruptions. And plate boundaries, they are the weakest zones. So such boundaries are prone to volcanic eruption because of these openings or vent finding by the magma or the molten materials. This magma, when it is coming to the surface of the earth, sometimes there will be block due to continuous eruption. That time they will try to find out other vents or openings. So these are the vents through the sides of the same volcanic mountain. Here the opening that will be always in a U-shaped pattern due to the continuous explosive eruptions. So in some areas there will be lakes are forming after the rainfall. Okay, so these continuous eruption not taking place means if there is small intervals and all, that leads to the formation of crater lakes. The magma, when it is coming outside, so here you can see the magma is coming outside and spreading over the surface of the earth. That time this material is known as lava. So magma is the hot molten material in the interior of the earth. When it is coming over the surface and spreading over the earth, it is known as lava. So continuous eruption, actually this was the surface of the earth. After the volcanic eruption only, heaping up of the lava and solidified materials, that leads to the volcanic cone. So continuous eruption that leads to the deposition of lava in different layers, that leads to the formation of a volcanic peak. Here the steam and the gaseous materials, they will escape into the atmosphere. So these gaseous materials include hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. So that is why we are saying volcanic eruption also leads to the atmospheric pollution. So sometimes some volcanoes that leads to the spreading of large amount of ashes in the atmosphere, smoke in the atmosphere, that can lead to a darkness even in the daytime also. Then the solid materials that are coming from the volcanic eruption, they are known as pyroclast. Solid materials, they are named as pyroclastic materials. And the fine particles, they are the dust, and the dust, its size can be in different size, means very fine minute particles can be there, large size particles can be there. So the small stone sized particles which is in the magma, they are named as lapilli. Small stone sized particles, they are known as lapilli. And when the materials are ejecting through the volcanic eruption, they are known as bombs. Violent eruptions, before I told you two types of eruptions are there. The one is a very slow movement of the magma material that leads to fissure eruption, but the other one, explosive eruptions, they are named as a bomb which eject large materials.